Are you struggling to stay focused? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie, and today we are going to talk about the struggle to stay focused, especially when you are working on these redundant real estate tasks. But don't worry, I'm going to give you a strategy in order to help you. But before we get into it, you know what I need you to do? Go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And let's take it a step further, right? We have been doing this YouTube thing for a while, and I think it's time that we start to go together a little bit more. And by that, I mean, can you invite your girl into your inbox? Because not only do we have this YouTube channel, but we have a whole community of real estate besties, and we're doing some big things together, and I want to make sure that you do not miss out. So in order to make sure that you stay connected to all things real estate bestie, head on over to rosemarylewis.com/list, and that will get you a coveted spot on our list so that you're like our VIP. You know, we're going to make sure that you know everything so that we can grow this real estate thing together. And you know what? Everything's better with friends. So go ahead and invite one of your real life real estate besties to join us on the list too. Now, let's talk about this struggle thing. I'm taking a deep breath because, you know, we have been bamboozled, okay? We've been bamboozled to think that real estate is all Skittles and rainbows and walking slow in Louboutins while we're drinking our lattes showing $1 million homes. Looks a lot of fun on the internet, but in reality, a lot of it is mundane work. Whether it is your prospecting time where you're picking up the phone and you're calling people, or you are handling some administrative tasks or just different marketing things, it can be so hard to focus. And I don't know about you, but for so long, I would get so down on myself because I would have this pretty time block and I would have all of these things scheduled out. But when it came down to sit down and do it, I was like a little squirrel. Whether it was my dog barking or a neighbor driving or the phone ringing, it did not take a lot for me to lose track. And before I knew it, whatever I set out to do that day didn't get done. Sound familiar? So first of all, you are not alone. A lot of us have struggled with that, okay? And I'm not here to diagnose us, to say that we have adult ADD or anything like that, but I am here to say that there are strategies out here that can help you do things for a focused amount of time so that we can get stuff done. It takes me back to the days when I was a classroom teacher, and you know, I had to make some accommodations for my students, right? Because sometimes their attention span wasn't long, or sometimes I would have them sitting too long. I would give them grace and I would make adjustments for them to make sure that I was giving them the best possible start so that we can get the best outcome for what I wanted them to learn. And this is the exact same thing. There is a method that I want to introduce you to that I actually started a few years ago, and it has been a game changer in my life, and that is called the Pomodoro Method. Now, I bet a lot of you are doing something similar, but maybe you didn't have a name for it and you don't know the exact structure. So let me break it down for you. So you will start your day off or start your focus time off with whatever task you want to get done that day. So let's just say it's calling 2 letters in your sphere of influence. Then you want to show up on social media and engage for a certain amount of time. And then you have a few administrative tasks. With the Pomodoro Method, what you are going to do is you are going to set a timer for 25 minutes, and then you are going to have focus time, right? So that is where we are not having any distractions. You're going to go to the bathroom, you're going to get your snacks, whatever you need to sit down and zone in. You are going to commit to this short stint of time. Now, the magic is that if I sit down and I tell myself, oh, I'm going to do something for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, that is actually too long, and it's going to be easier for me to break focus. But 25 minutes, like, we all can agree that we can do that. So you're going to do that for 25 minutes, and then when the timer goes off, After that 25 minutes, you're going to give yourself a 5-minute break. A 5-minute break to stretch, to use the restroom, to quickly scroll, whatever you want to do. This is your reward for being focused for 25 minutes. And then you are going to repeat that 4 times. So you're going to have 4 25-minute sessions. And at the last 25-minute session, then you're going to give yourself an extended break, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and then repeat it as often as you need to. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I do Pomodoro, I barely have to do more than 4 sessions to get through my list, right? Whatever my list of focus work was for the day, I generally can get everything done because I am locked and loaded. So I want to make sure that you at least give it a try, because you will see how even in this short stint of time, because we are giving ourselves some breaks and rewards and we have a clear idea of what we need to get done, I promise you, you will likely get more done than you have gotten done in hours of time. Now, I have a few recommendations if you are going to try this method. First things first. Put that phone on Do Not Disturb. I know, I just made your heart stop. You're probably thinking like, what if someone calls me for my real estate business and da-da-da-da-da? Okay, 9 times out of 10, y'all, let's just say the whole Pomodoro, it takes 2 hours. If you are running a business where 2 hours, right? And I do understand that sometimes you're going to have some emergencies, but 9 times out of 10, everything is an emergency. So if we can never disconnect for 2 hours so that we can do focus work, then that might be an indicator that we may need to reestablish some norms in our business. But don't forget, you get those 5-minute breaks, right? So you put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Maybe you take that 5-minute break to quickly reply to a text. I literally just did it right now. I'm doing a Pomodoro because I am shooting YouTube. I got a text at the end of when I had my 5-minute break. I responded to the client. She said, hey, do you have a quick moment? And I explained to her, I'm in a meeting right now, because y'all know this is a meeting. I will give you a call. And I gave her time and she said, okay, perfect, right? If I would have picked up the phone and gave her a call right now because it's not necessarily pressing, then guess what? I would have been thrown off and this video never would be in front of you right now. So make sure that you put your phone on Do Not Disturb and you honor the times in Pomodoro. Now, when it comes to the timer, sometimes it's best if you use a timer that is not on your phone. I like to use a little kitchen timer because number one, it's a little louder, it's right in front of me, and it doesn't give me another reason to pick up my phone to see how much time I have left. So using that kitchen timer is a game changer. And then here is my last suggestion. Really honor the break time, okay? Don't work for 25 minutes and then give yourself a 25-minute break, okay? Give yourself a 5-minute break and get right back to it. And before you know it, I promise you, you will get more done in this stint of time by using this method than you have ever done before. Now, if you have used Pomodoro, I would love for you to get in comments, or if a light bulb is going off, like, okay, this may be something that I could do to help me focus more. I would love to hear about it. Now, if you made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, I forgive you, boo. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up so that the YouTube folks know that we are actually over here helping each other stay focused in this real estate business. I hope that this was very helpful for you. And by the way, speaking of helpful, I want to be helpful. So if there's anything else that you are struggling with, any questions you have about your real estate business or beyond, go ahead and drop them in comments, or you can hit me up at rosemarylewis.com/ask and ask me any question, and I'll answer it on the Real Estate Bestie podcast that we have. Again, I am always so excited to spend time with you, and I'll see you next week.